Marvel Studios is set to introduce their versions of Spider-Man and Green Goblin, allegedly in either Spider-Man 5 or 6. And they sound really lame. Okay, say it with me. Take this with a grain of salt. Somehow we're getting reports on Spider-Man 5 and 6, but we don't even know what's happening with Spider-Man 4. So, how are script elements leaking for films that are literally not even in any sort of discussion just yet, unless somebody has tapped Kevin Feige's personal phone and computer? Grain of salt. But again, it's gotten some traction. A lot of people ask me to talk about it. I haven't. It's probably been like weeks now that this has been out there. I just haven't wanted to talk about it. It's a non-report. But some people just want me to talk about it, so let's address it. I believe the original report came weeks ago, again, at this point from Cosmic Circus, from Alex Perez, where he kind of tiptoed and danced around a report that Spider-Man whatever sequel, 5 or 6 take it, maybe 4, I'm not sure it's 4, but from what I've seen, 5 or 6, are going to introduce MCU variants, or the MCU version specifically, of the Green Goblin and Doc Ock as the main villains. But these characters can't exist, right? That's what you're asking? Because it doesn't make sense, right? Like, Norman went and looked for himself. Oscorp doesn't exist. He doesn't exist. Same thing with Doc Ock. There's no variance, so what's going on? What happened? Apparently, it's not going to be Norman Osborn. It's not going to be Otto Octavius. It's going to be random guys who saw what they were doing on TV and were like, you know what? I like that guy. I like what those villains are doing, so I'm just going to call myself Doc Ock and get some robotic arms. I'm going to get a glider, and I'm going to become the Green Goblin. I'm sorry, I think I'm dying from having a stroke, because this sounds terrible. This sounds like one of those things that would have been a fake news report on Spider-Man hype in 1998, 1999, before it became superhero hype. Yes, I'm that old, and yes, I was on the internet reading scoops at that time, and people would constantly just claim they were insiders and scoopers by publishing fake paragraphs and scripts, and like the 5 nerd websites would all run with it as legit and space out the scoops from these fake scripts for like 2 years and just keep that up. This is what that sounds like. Like, can you imagine the fire that not only people that hate Marvel Studios Spider-Man, but people that love it like me are going to give this when that's your idea? You ran out of ideas so bad that you're like, yeah, they're just inspired by these guys. It's cool. They're completely different. They're just their tech. That's lame. That's dumb. Nobody wants that. You got a gold mine of Spider-Man characters you have still not used. Use them instead of, hey, I like what that guy's doing on that Goblin glider. I'm going to make my own bootleg suit and pretend to be him. That's lame.